We'll begin today's walking meditation, taking a few minutes to just really arrive right here, right now, feeling your feet on the ground, whether you're standing or sitting, being aware of where you're connecting to the earth or the chair, feeling the weight of your body. Most of us spend so much time in our heads, in our minds, thinking about what is coming next or what came before, worrying or regretting. But during this meditation, our hope is that we can just be right here in this moment, practicing being present to reality as it is right here, right now. Taking a pause from that sense of planning or remembering, just experiencing what it's like to be alive right here, right now. You can take a moment to notice your breath. There's no need to change it in any way, but just notice that you're in a body, that you're breathing. Feel what it feels like in your body right now. Again, there's no need to change anything or even to create any stories about what you're noticing. That's something that our minds automatically do. It's a wonderful thing that they do. It's not a problem. But we just want to come back when we notice that's what's happening to the experience that we're having right here and now. The breath in our body, our feet connected to the ground, or maybe it's our seat in the chair, or even lying down, our body where it touches the couch or the bed. Noticing the parts of your body that are at ease and the parts that might be more contracted. Again, not judging any of that, just letting it be as it is. Standing or sitting or lying in stillness as much as possible. You might imagine that there's a staircase. Maybe it's a spiral staircase that you, in your imagination, can walk down slowly from your mind into your heart center. Just descending slowly, gently. There's no pressure, there's no hurry. Maybe you even want to pause somewhere along the way until your attention and your awareness drops down into your heart space. And you can just notice what it's like right there, right now. And maybe you want to keep your attention and awareness there in that center of your chest, in your heart space. Or maybe you want to keep descending down even lower to the very middle of yourself, just below your belly button, that very center point of our bodies. And anytime you find yourself starting to climb back up those stairs to your mind, to your thinking mind, it isn't a problem. We can just, with compassion and gentleness, remind ourselves to come back down to the heart or to the belly, to the experience of the present moment, not thinking about it, but actually experiencing it with our senses. You might just notice what it feels like in your body right now, without any judgment, with compassion and kindness. And in a moment, we're going to begin our walk through the I-20 Wildlife Preserve, whether that is an actual physical walk or in our imaginations or as we watch a video. Either way, we can practice being present to this moment. Our minds don't always know the difference between what we're imagining and what we're actually experiencing. Our physiological responses are often very similar either way. So whether you're actually standing at the preserve right now with your feet on the ground there, or you're sitting at home or lying down at home, this is available to you. So when you're ready, I invite you to bring your attention back to your breath. Just noticing. Again, no need to change it in any way. And begin to walk or imagine that you're walking slowly. So you're not trying to get anywhere. There's no pressure. There's nowhere to be or anything to do right now. You can just walk slowly, letting your gaze be in front of you, down at the ground, maybe 6 feet ahead of you. But really just paying attention to your breath as you walk. So you're not really looking at anything or even listening. You're just paying attention to your breath. There's a great tool in meditation to match your breath to your movement. It automatically helps us become present to this moment. So you might begin to count your breath. Maybe you count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you inhale, and 1, 2, 3, 4 as you exhale. And as you're walking, you can match that count to your steps. So you're stepping 1, 2, 3, 4 on your inhale, and stepping 1, 2, 3, 4 on your exhale. And you're welcome to change the number according to what is comfortable to you. Again, we're not walking fast. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just continuing along the path. Continuing to breathe and walk, imagining your steps. If you're sitting or lying down, and if your mind gets distracted, as it will, because that's what our minds do, just continuing to come back to your breath and to your steps. It's almost as if you can see a train passing by in the distance. Maybe you notice the cars, the shapes of the cars, the colors, but you don't have to jump on the train and ride away with it. And our thoughts are kind of like that. We can notice that they're there without jumping onto them and riding away with them. And anytime we have jumped on and ridden away, we can just notice that and jump right back off, coming back to this present moment, this time and space. So continuing to count your breath, your steps. You might find that as you settle into that, you can even slow it down a bit more. So maybe you're inhaling for a count of 6 and exhaling for a count of 6. You might even extend your exhale to a count a bit longer than your inhale. That automatically signals our nervous system that we're safe, that we can relax. We don't need to fight or flee or freeze. We can just be in this moment. And anytime you need to, you can just begin again without any judgment. It's actually the exact practice that we're doing is noticing when our minds have wandered and coming back to this moment. That's how we build that muscle of awareness and attention. If your eyes have drifted, been distracted by the visual field around you, you can just let them drop again to the path in front of you so that your awareness is really focused on your breath and on your steps. In a moment, we'll expand that awareness out, but for now, just continuing to breathe and step. One breath, one step at a time. Bringing your attention back, that's wandered to this moment, experiencing this moment just as it is. And when you're ready, you might let your awareness expand just a bit to take in the sounds around you as well as your breath and your steps. Notice what you're hearing, whether that's on the path at the preserve or on the video that you might be watching of the preserve. Just noticing the sounds that are near to you. Again, without creating any stories about them or getting caught up on a train of thought. Just noticing the sounds that you hear. Maybe you can hear the wind out here in West Texas. Maybe there are birds. Maybe you can hear your feet on the path. Just opening up your awareness to the sounds around you as you continue to breathe and step. There's no need to go any faster. We're still just experiencing this moment right here and now, where we're breathing and we're hearing the things around us, whether we hear them faintly or loudly, whether they are the sounds that are inside of us, almost, or outside of us. We only ever hear anything in this present moment. So sound can be a wonderful gift when we give our attention to it. It can keep us in this moment, which is really the only moment that we have. If your eyes have raised up, you can lower them again, allowing your attention to really remain on your breath and on the sounds around you. Always beginning again. In every moment, there's an opportunity to begin again, to be present, to right here, right now. Really experiencing reality and life. And if it ever gets too distracting to have your awareness expanded to the sound around you, you can always just come back to the breath. You can let that go. You can begin to count the breath again, to match your breath with your steps. That's always available to you. We're just taking one step at a time, one breath at a time. Listening as we go. We're continuing to breathe, coming back again to this moment. As you walk or imagine yourself walking. If you're imagining this walk through the preserve, just invite you to really notice what it feels like in your body to walk in your imagination. So it's not so much that you're observing yourself walking, but you're within your own body, experiencing walking through your imagination. Actually in your body. In a moment, we're going to expand our awareness out even further. But for now, just invite you to come back again to your breath, to your steps, and to the sounds around you. Focusing your attention and awareness. Letting go, planning or worries about the future. Letting go of any worry or regret about the past. Breathing, walking, and listening in this moment. And when you're ready, if you'd like to, you can expand your awareness a bit further to take in your sense of touch. You might notice what your feet feel like in your shoes, what the ground feels like on your feet. Your gaze is still dropped. You're still breathing and walking or imagining that you're walking. You're aware of the sounds around you, maybe. Again, just experiencing them, not creating any stories about them or judgments about them. And you're also noticing the way your clothes feel against your skin. Or maybe you can feel the air on your skin. Noticing the sensations that you're experiencing through your sense of touch. And as always, when you find that you have jumped on a train of thought, it's no problem. You can just jump back off, come back to this moment. And there's no need to think about any of the sensations that you're experiencing. You don't need to decide whether you think they're good or bad right now. You can just notice that they are sensations that rise up and fall away. Just as the sounds around us rise up and fall away, the sensations that we have in our bodies rise up and fall away. Whether we find them pleasant or painful, they are never actually constant. They are always rising up and falling away, and sometimes more quickly, sometimes more slowly. You can just notice that. So as you continue walking and breathing, as the sounds continue around you, your sensations are also there. And if at any time you need to focus in on just one thing, just your breath, just your steps, just the sounds, or just the sensations, you can let the others fall away. Whenever you find that you have ascended that staircase within yourself, from your belly or your heart space back up into your mind, It's not a problem. You can just turn around and come back down gently, slowly, out of your mind, into your body. Continuing to come back to the sensations on your skin, in your body. Maybe the wind is blowing your hair, or you can imagine that it is. Maybe you've brushed up against the leaves on a branch, or you can imagine that. Maybe you can feel your muscles, or the heat that they're creating. There's no right or wrong or good or bad in this. You're just experiencing whatever is real right now. Noticing what it's like to be in a body with senses, receiving that information from the world around you that you are a part of, not separate from. Continuing to breathe, to walk, to listen, and to feel the sensations in your body. Or focusing back in on just one thing. If your mind is especially busy today, counting your breath, counting your steps. In a moment, we'll expand our awareness again. But for this moment, just coming back and beginning again. Strengthening that muscle of awareness and attention allowing our nervous systems to relax. When you're ready, I invite you to expand your awareness a little bit further to your sense of smell. Again, you might let the other things fall away if you need to and shift to just your sense of smell as you walk. Noticing the things that you can smell nearby, maybe even the faint scent of things far away. Or maybe you're imagining what it might smell like at the preserve right now, or when the video that you're watching was taken. What does the ground smell like? What do the plants smell like? Maybe you can even smell the scent of yourself. Again, there's no need to judge any of the smells that you experience. You can just notice them. And just like everything else in our experience, they are rising up and falling away. Always impermanent. So maybe it's available to you right now to experience your breath and your steps, the sounds around you, the sensations on your skin and in your body, and the smells around you. Or maybe that is too much, too distracting, and you want to focus in on just one of those things. In any case, we're practicing experiencing reality just as it is right here and now, opening ourselves up to that reality that is always rising up and falling away. And if your eyes have lifted up again, you can let them drop back down. Letting our awareness rest with our other senses right now. Whether that's at the preserve or in our imagination, or watching a video. We're staying within our own bodies and our own experience. We're not observing, but actually experiencing. So bringing your attention back to the smells around you that are always changing as the wind changes, as the moment passes. In a moment, we'll be expanding our awareness even further. But for now, I invite you to just come back and begin again if you've gotten distracted by your thoughts, with gentleness and compassion, sinking back down into your body, sensing the world within you and around you. As it is right now. I invite you to touch back in with your breath and your feet, or whatever part of your body is touching another surface, whether that's a chair, a bed, a couch. Getting grounded in that reality again, that connection. Maybe taking a few moments to notice your breathing specifically, not trying to change it in any way, but just noticing. And then when you're ready, I invite you to lift your eyes and really take in the visual field as well, just as it is right in front of you right now. As you walk the path, whether in your body or in your mind through your body. Noticing what's right in front of you, just in your peripheral vision. As you continue to breathe and walk amidst the sounds, the sensations, the smells. Noticing what you see, the light and the shadows, textures and shapes, colors. Again, not telling a story about them, not just observing them, but really experiencing them letting your attention and awareness include what you see around you, whether that is with your eyes or in your imagination. And when you're ready, you can expand that to beyond just what is in front of you or in your peripheral vision to what is around you as you walk. What do you see? Most people who are able focus almost completely on what they see. And I just invite you not to slip into that if you're able, or to come back again when that happens to the full experience of walking the preserve as you breathe and listen and experience the physical sensations, the smells, and what you see around you. And as always, if it's helpful, you can bring your attention back to focus on just one of those things. Continuing to breathe. Letting your attention sink slowly back down into your body. If it's risen back up into your mind, into your thinking. Always beginning again. Feeling the expansion and contraction that your breath causes in your body. Hearing the sounds around you. Feeling the sensations in your body. Smelling the world around you. Seeing everything. The shapes, the colors, the textures. Really experiencing this moment just as it is right here and now. So we'll continue to walk for a few minutes in silence. Just noticing what it is that you're experiencing right here and now. Maybe emotions and memories are also coming up for you. You can just notice those in the same way that you would notice a sound or a smell, knowing that they will rise up and fall away. Just continuing to practice being present fully as possible to this moment. Coming back again to this place and time. Beginning again. Letting go of anything that isn't right here, right now. In a moment, we'll pause again. So if you're walking the path, you might find a place where you can come to stillness. Whether it's in your imagination or on the path, I invite you to come to stillness. Stop walking and just feel your feet on the ground again. If you're in a chair or lying down, feel that place where your body connects to the surface underneath you. Notice your breath. Maybe just take a moment to notice if there Is anything that feels different in your body now from when you started? And take a moment to become aware of anything you're hearing, and of anything you're feeling in your body, anything you're smelling, anything you're seeing. Just really expanding that awareness, and then letting it come back down just to your breath. And we'll take a moment of gratitude for the wildlife preserve, for our breath, for our bodies, for all of our teachers, north and south and east and west, present and past, and for each other, for this practice together today. Take a moment to thank the recording library of West Texas, where this recording was made, with deep gratitude to them. You can find them at recordinglibrary.org to learn more about what they do. I am Lynn Alsup. You can find more about my meditations and other work at my website at www.lynnalsup.com. I hope you have a wonderful day.